So, you want to create a power system for your manga, comic, or webtoon. When done well, a power system is more than just cool moves or flashy tricks. It's the life of your story. It helps your characters grow, raises the stakes, and keeps readers hooked. In this video, I'll show you a simple two-step method to design a power system that feels fresh and uniquely yours. Stick around until the end, and you'll have all the tools you need to make your story come alive. Let's get started. Before we move forward, let me address an issue with my first video on power systems. While the categories presented weren't bad, they failed to cover certain power systems and didn't perfectly fit some of the examples mentioned. The main problem? Categories overlapped too much. For instance, if a power system relied on both objects and energy, which category did it fall into? Was it fueled by an object or accessed through knowledge? Without distinct boundaries, things got messy. So today, we're fixing that. Here's the solution. Instead of lumping everything together, we're splitting power systems into two key parts: access and source. Think of it like a Venn diagram. One circle represents how characters use their powers, the access circle, and the other represents what fuels those powers, the source circle. By combining one element from each circle, we can create unique, layered power systems without the overlap. Let me walk you through the lists first, and then we'll see how this method works in practice. First up is access, which explains how characters use their powers. Here are the main categories. 1 is access through objects. Characters rely on physical items like weapons, tools, or artifacts. 2 is access through knowledge. Powers require understanding specific rules, principles, or techniques. 3 is access through body. Abilities are used directly through the user's physical form, like physical attacks, blood, etc. 4 is access through a contract or permission. Powers are granted after forming agreements with external entities. 5 is access through a permanent gift. Powers are bestowed permanently without ongoing effort. 6 is access through a familiar. Powers stem from bonds with animals, spirits, or supernatural beings. 7 is a hybrid access. This combines multiple methods of access. 8 is access through environment. Powers depend on interacting with the surrounding environment. 9 is access through emotions. Powers manifest based on the user's emotional state or mental condition. These categories cover nearly every possible way a character might use their abilities. Next, let's look at sources. Sources explain what actually fuels the powers in a power system. Here are the categories. 1 is fueled by an object. External objects provide the energy or mechanism. 2 is fueled by self-energy. Powers draw from the user's internal energy, internal magic, emotions, or life force, things like cursed energy, chakra, etc. 3 is fueled by an external energy. Powers tap into ambient or environmental energies outside the user, like external magic or the elements. 4 is fueled by physical effort or training. Powers depend on rigorous practice or conditioning. 5 is fueled by consumables. These powers require consuming substances like food, potions, or materials. 6 is fueled by genetic factors. These powers are passed down through blood. It can skip generations as well. 7 is fueled by a god, entity, patron. Powers originate from divine beings, spirits, or patrons. 8 is fueled by technology. Powers arise from advanced machinery, gadgets, or cybernetic enhancements. 9 is a hybrid source. These combine multiple fuel sources. 10 is fueled by sacrifice. Powers require giving up something valuable. 11 is fueled by belief, faith. Powers derive strength from the user's convictions or ideals. With these two lists, we now have a framework to build any power system we can think of. Let's see how it works in action. Take the alchemy power system in Full Metal Alchemist. Alchemy is accessed through knowledge because users must understand alchemical circles and principles to manipulate matter. Its source or fuel is sacrifice, governed by the law of equivalent exchange, which demands equal value be given up to create something new. This combination creates a system that feels logical, yet deeply tied to the story's themes of loss and consequence. Or consider the chakra power system of Naruto. Ninjas use special abilities called jutsus, which fall under the body access since hand symbols and physical techniques are required to use their jutsus. The source or fuel is self-energy, as chakra combines spiritual and physical energy. You could also argue the source is a hybrid, as bloodline abilities add another layer, blending self-energy with genetic factors. In Black Clover, most characters rely on objects, known as grimoires, to enhance their magical abilities. The source or fuel of their power is self-energy, as they channel their own mana to cast spells. Asta, the protagonist, breaks this mold by wielding his anti-magic sword that is fueled by an entity, the devil, living within his grimoire. By combining elements from the access side and source side, we can create power systems that are logical and captivating. To sum it up, ask yourself, how does my character access their powers? Is it through objects, knowledge, their body, or something else? And what fuels their powers? Is it self-energy, external forces, sacrifices, or even faith? Once you combine these elements, you'll have a power system that's not only unique, but also grounded in logic and your own creativity. If this video helped you understand power systems better, please leave a like and comment below. Also, click the link in the description to join our Discord community where you can share your ideas, improve your writing, and connect with fellow creators. Thanks for watching.